Alright guys, what's going on? Listen, I want to take a few minutes to show you a quick breakdown of my long-term sustainment kit. This is the kit that I referenced in my previous blog post. It has enough items and essentials in it to last me what I think is a reasonable period of time in the field, which is about 5 to 6 days. Anything beyond that I think is probably pressing the skill sets of the normal individual, and myself included, since I'm not somebody who comes from a background of many years of primitive survival and hunting and so on and so forth. So 5 to 6 days is about how long I figure that it's reasonable to survive in the field. After that, you better be hoping you're looking for some resupply or some friendlies in the area. So anyways, I do got to apologize real quick for the lighting. I know it sucks. Most of the time, actually all the time when I shoot videos, I'm outdoors, so I got tons of great natural lighting to work with. So you'll have to forget the crappy lighting arrangements, and I'll get that worked out in the future. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and have a look at the kit. Alright guys, let's check this out. First off, we got the big ticket item here. This is USMC FLIB main pack. It comes as the primary part of the 3-pack FLIB system. It's a great pack, served me well for years. This is Thermarest Ridge Rest. Really great sleeping mat. I highly suggest getting one of them. They're a little pricier than the other sleeping pads on the market, but well worth it. Snug pack sleeping bag rated down to about 20 degrees. Military issue Wooby. The second part of the FLIB pack system, this is the hydration pack, which is the smallest one. And then over here I got my Russian Smearsh load bearing vest. I've done a few mods on this and customized it for my needs. There's a video that I have up right now that you guys can check out if you want to learn some more details about that. Then down here on the second row, I got a pair of cheap Tasco folders. I probably need to upgrade these in the future, but really haven't had a need to yet. Gerber multi-tool, Gerber LMF2 knife, a Petzl headlamp. These are great in the field. Got a Phoenix LED light for super amounts of bright white light. Got a SOG Flash 2 folder, then a pair of eye protection, can't go wrong with those. Heavy duty knife sharpener, space blanket. I got a topo map of the area that I expect to be in with a couple backups. Got a little makeup for the field because, you know, I gotta look pretty while I'm out there. Sun 2 M3 compass. And now let's go check out the shelter items. Got some bungee cords here. I have more stowed away in my pack over there. Got some heavy-duty metal stakes, the Silky Pocket Boy folding saw, and then if we want to pan back here real quick, here's a Sven folding saw. I'm going to post a link to this. It should be popping up right about now. This is a great folding bow saw that is that really comes in handy when you have tasks that this little guy can't handle. And then over here, got my E-tool. I've had this thing for years, and I don't expect to ever get rid of it. I know it's a little bit of extra weight, but I love having it on hand. I use it for a lot of purposes in the field. So that finishes off the shelter-related items. Let's go ahead and look at the firepower. I got a Romanian AK-47 build here that I put together over the past few years from a parts kit, and got 3 30-round mags to go with that. My primary sidearm, which is a Browning high power, plus an extra mag. And then up here real quick, I just want to look at fire starting items. This is an inch survival paracord, survival grenade. It's got a lot of little nice odds and ends in it, plus a ton of paracord. I like to have it in my pack for backup purposes, and just comes in handy. Here's my fire starting kit right here. It's got fire steel, flint, some matches, and some tinder. Now let's go check out the clothes. This is where you end up having to carry a little bit more weight for a winter sustainment kit, because you know you're going to have a couple different changes of clothes, because clothes invariably are going to get wet out in the field, especially during winter. So first off, I got a pair of New Balance OTB Buddha stands. These I got on sale for like $60. They retail for $200 plus. They're an awesome pair of boots. If you can find them in your size, still available, I would suggest getting one. Got a Spec Ops belt. Here is Russian Partisan camo, top and bottoms. Pair of mechanics gloves. Shemagh, boonie, heavy duty outdoor research gloves for when it's really cold. An extra set of camis. Then down here we got some skivvy shirts, thermal base layer, a couple other tops here, wool socks here, net gaiter for cold weather conditions. Got a Russian digital camo face mask to cover up that signature. Then now let's talk about water purification in food. Got this Life Straw here. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Some water purification tabs. I got a lot more of those stowed in various places. Little S-bit folding stove with some fuel. Then up here, this is something I don't really ever see people put in their kits. You got to have some sort of sanitation going on out there, especially if you're going to be out there more than a day. You need some toilet paper, some toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash. Feel halfway human while you're out there. No need to run around smelly and stinky with your teeth all nasty. Anyways, onto the food. Got some ramen here, beef jerky, some coffee starter items, a nice big heavy-duty spoon, metal canteen, oatmeal bars, a whole crap ton of Wise Company dehydrated foods with some meats to go along with that. And then up here we got medical. I'm no first aid expert, so I've done my research as much as I can, and I've put in the basics of what I think I need out in the field to combat the standard type of injuries you run into. Z-Pack dressing, combat gauze, bandage roll, ace bandage, tape, gauze pads. I've used all these quite a bit out in the field from various little injuries here and there. And then some little band-aids, some alcohol prep pads, some basic cold and flu pills, and some Tylenol, and some anti-nausea medication. And over here, got a cat tourniquet and a pair of shears. And then finally over here is the medical pouch that all of this goes into, and the med pouch here mounts onto my pack right there. And then finally over here, finish this off, I got a Gorilla Glue pen here. That's for just repairs in the field. It works good on rips and tears. I got this bicycle inner tube. I haven't used this yet for anything, but I have some sort of feeling that it would come in useful for something. I have no idea what, but I just threw it in there, right? Here's 2 dry bags right here. Got to keep those on hand. They work out great for stuffing with leaves, for an improvised pillow, putting wet and damp wood in to dry it out. Lots of different uses. And then finally have a old school Vietnam issue poncho, which works great to throw down in your shelter, and then go ahead and put your sleeping mat on top of it. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. What this all is laying on is a nylon British issue DPM Basha, which is my primary shelter item. So that about does it for the kit. I believe there's about 50 items here. And once I get ready to go out for a spring-summer training exercise, obviously I'll scale down some of this, get rid of some of the cold weather items, and lose a little bit of weight. And when I do that, I'll repost what the revised kit looks like. Okay guys, so now time for a little self-critique. See, I got Life Straw here, I got some water purification tabs, and like I mentioned before, I got a lot of these stashed in different locations in my kit that I didn't bother to bring out. But I will say one thing about the Life Straw. I've used it before, it works great, but for any sort of large-scale water purification, it's absolutely worthless. Because think about it. You're going to get stuck if this is all you have. You're going to have to fill up your canteen or hydration pouch with a bunch of nasty water, and every time you need a drink, you're going to have to uncap your container, put this in it, and take a drink. So obviously, it doesn't work out too well for any sort of large-scale water purification. So I got my eyes on a few different products out there. The primary one I'm looking at right now is about $79. I have a link posted on the blog entry I did for this whole kit setup. It's a Ketadin Hiker Pro, I believe, and it's still pretty nice and small, and it looks like it'll definitely take care of what I need to do out in the field. Basically filling this up with a ton of water, and then also again that hydro pack over there filled up. So between that and my canteen here, I can carry about 4 liters of water in the field. And obviously if I'm carrying that much water and I'm out there for a few days at a time, I'm definitely going to need some way to purify water aside from just this Life Straw, which is nice, but it's going to exit my kit and maybe go into my vehicle evac kit or some other backup location. So that's it, guys. If you're not critiquing your gear and you're not changing it, you're probably wrong, because it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something you need to upgrade, something you need to change. So stay on top of your game. Alright guys, well that's all I got for today. Hope you might have got some ideas from what I carry out in the field for a long-term stint. And you know, if you got any critique, ideas, comments, so on and so forth, hit me up, comment on Facebook, comment on the blog post I'm about to share, and don't forget to hit subscribe on the subscribe button that's about to pop up right now. Anyways, till next time, I appreciate you guys' support, and I'll check in with you later.